You are truly special to me, in a way that words can barely describe. I've spent so much time reflecting on what you mean to me and the path I've had to travel to reach you. The struggles I'm going through now, though painful, are necessary steps I must take to clear the way so that we can finally be together. There have been countless moments when I wanted to reach out to you, to share my thoughts and feelings in the form of texts or letters. I've written you many times, pouring my heart out on paper or in messages, but none of those words ever reached you. The circumstances I'm facing right now have kept me from sending those letters, and it has been a heavy burden to carry. Loving you from a distance, without being able to openly express it, has been a profound challenge. I've loved you in my mind, in my heart, and in my imagination, where no one can take that love away from me. It has lived within me, safe but hidden. I know from your perspective, it might seem like I've been playing games, that I don't care as much as you do, or that I'm happy where I am. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Believe me when I say, I am not happy without you. The emptiness I feel when we are apart is overwhelming. You don't know how much I miss you. You are constantly in my thoughts, and everything I'm doing right now is focused on finding a way to be with you. The connection between us is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. You've shown me what real love is, and now, more than ever, I am determined to move toward you. There's been a silence between us for far too long, and I understand how painful that must be for both of us. The lack of communication, the distance, it's all been agonizing. But soon, that silence will be lifted. I am in the process of getting my life in order, particularly my finances, so that when I come to you, I can offer you something tangible, something worthy of the love we share. Our reunion is so close now, and the waiting will soon come to an end. I need you to stay with me, even if it's just in spirit, while I push through this final stage. It's the thought of you, the connection we have, that has kept me going. I feel you with me all the time, even when we are physically apart. You have no idea how much strength I draw from knowing that we are bound by this deep, undeniable love. I've learned so much during this journey, and every lesson has only reinforced the truth that what we have is something incredibly rare and pure. There is no other love like this, and I know that now with absolute certainty. At one point, I made the mistake of thinking the grass was greener on the other side. I thought there might be something else out there for me, something easier, but I was wrong. The grass isn't greener, and there is no one else for me. My love, I'm coming to you, and when I do, I will apologize for all the ways I've hurt you, intentionally or unintentionally. You deserve that apology, and I promise you will get it. Until then, as I work through these last obstacles, I need you to be strong. Please don't give in to negativity, bad memories, or painful feelings from the past. Stay strong, because the future we've dreamed of is just around the corner. Soon, we will make the commitment to each other that we've both longed for. I am committed to moving forward as your King of Cups, ready to offer you my heart completely. I want to give you my cup of love, and in doing so, give us both what we deserve, the love, the passion, and the partnership that we've both waited for. I've guarded my heart for so long, built walls around it to protect myself from pain. But your love has the power to break down those walls. You've already done that in so many ways, and now, I am freeing myself to come to you without hesitation or fear. No more restrictions. No more obligations. Nothing will keep me stuck or away from you any longer. I've finally realized, without a shadow of a doubt, that it is you I want. You are the one for me, and I'm coming for you. Our time is near, and soon we will be together, just as we've always known we were meant to be. Stay patient a little longer, my love, because the wait is almost over. The life we've imagined is within our reach, and I'm doing everything I can to make it a reality for both of us. Your person is deeply heartbroken over the loss of your connection and the distance that now exists between you two. They are grappling with the intense emotions of regret and sadness as they watch you appear to move on without them. In their mind, they can see that you're no longer affected by their absence the way you once were. They notice that the separation doesn't seem to hurt you anymore, or at least, not as much as it did before. What used to bring you pain now seems like a distant memory for you, while they remain stuck in the emotional aftermath of your parting. They have always known you to be an incredibly strong person, someone who possesses the ability to heal from the worst of situations. Your resilience is something they admire, but now it also fills them with fear. You have never been someone who depends on others for your happiness. In fact, one of the things that drew them to you in the first place was your fierce independence. You have this rare strength, the ability to pick yourself up and find joy and abundance within yourself, rather than looking for it from others. And this is what terrifies them now. They are convinced that you're moving on, that you're finding a life full of happiness without them. As they reflect on their past actions, they are overwhelmed with shame. They regret not choosing you when they had the chance, when they should have. Instead, they chose other people, other priorities, and in doing so, they let go of someone who truly cared for them. The realization that they allowed someone so valuable to slip away is haunting them. They think back on the angry words they said to you, the times they acted out of pride and frustration rather than love and understanding. They are ashamed of how they treated you, and the guilt weighs heavily on them. Now, they live in fear that you will close their chapter in your life for good. They fear that the door is about to shut permanently, and that thought is unbearable to them. Despite everything, they miss you terribly. Their longing for you is ever present, and they feel lost without you. They have resorted to watching you from a distance, stalking your social media profiles, hoping to catch a glimpse of your life, even if it's just through a screen. They've even begun trying to meet with mutual friends, hoping that through these interactions, your paths might cross. They are desperate for your attention, for any sign that you might still care or think of them. It feels to them as though the universe has dealt them a cruel hand, taking you, the most precious soul they've ever known, out of their life. They feel like they are being punished for their mistakes, and they are unsure if they can ever make things right. More than anything, they want to talk to you. Their desire to communicate is almost overwhelming. They want to tell you everything they've been feeling, to pour out their heart in front of you, in a way they never could before. They know that if they want any chance of being in your life again, they must be honest with you, and they don't want to hide anything anymore. You always made them feel comfortable enough to be themselves around you, and they are reminded of the way you cared for them, like a mother figure. You had a way of putting their happiness first, even when it meant sacrificing your own. They now realize how much they took this for granted. Your person knows the extent of your sacrifices for them and for the relationship, and they are deeply grateful, though they may not have expressed it at the time. Now, in the quiet of their nights, when they are alone with their thoughts, they reflect on the love you gave them. Their late-night thoughts often drift toward romantic memories of you. They long to be near you, to lay their head on your shoulder and release the pain and guilt they've been carrying for so long. In these moments, they wish they could go back and undo the hurt they caused, but they know they can't. All they can do now is hope for a second chance. For them, life without you feels hollow and meaningless. No matter what they achieve, no matter how much success or material gain comes their way, none of it feels fulfilling without you by their side. They understand now, perhaps more than ever, that you were the source of their emotional stability, their happiness. They could have everything they ever wished for, but without you, they know they will never feel truly content or whole. This realization has left them in a state of deep sorrow, and they are now faced with the painful reality that they may have lost you forever.